everyone, it's your friend Thinknoodles, and welcome to Ask Think, episode number 125 for Monday, August 27th, 2014. I guess you could call this the Halloween edition, because we're going to be talking about your Halloween costumes, which Halloween's on Friday. So let's get started with those. And we've got LPS director, and they said that they're going to be a zebra, but it's really just footy pajamas with a zebra hood and makeup. But hey, that's a creative way to make a costume. And Sydney Shugart says they're going to be a disco diva because they were in a funny mood when they got the costume. Tails versus Gaming is going to be a ninja. Be careful at night, because if you're a really good ninja, nobody's going to see you, including cars, so be careful there. Michelle Liu says for Halloween she's going to be Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz, because she's one of her favorite movie characters, and Wizard of Oz is one of the favorite all-time movies. And you know who was Dorothy for Halloween about 2 or 3 years ago? Kopi! There's a dog Dorothy costume. It's really cute, and she hated the wig. Renee A says, you're going to be shocked when I tell you this, a Minion! That is awesome. Minion costumes are really cool. Emily Crane is going to be Emma Swan from Once Upon a Time, which is actually a really creative costume. Oh, I loved this one. Will O'May Gaming says they're going to be a shark like last year. People put the candy in the mouth of the shark where there's a large basket, which is sweet. Although he said his mouth, I think you mean the costume's mouth, because you don't have a large basket in your throat, do you? Because then they'd be like feeding you. Anyway, okay. Puff Cupcake says they're going to be Flo from Progressive. And yes, that is a scary costume. Flo kind of creeps me out a little bit. The next two people say that they are going to be Katniss Everdeen. And then we get into the Minecraft costumes. I would love to see some of these guys. So if you want to take pictures of your costumes and send them to me on Twitter, I'd love to see them, because Minecraft costumes are generally homemade costumes and people get so creative and inventive with those. I love it. So Webkin's TV show is going to be a Minecraft wolf. The LPS fans show is going to be a Minecraft skeleton, homemade. Taylor Gallant's going to be a Minecraft pig. Supersonic fan's going to be Herobrine for Halloween. Aggie Johnson is going to be an iron golem, a girl iron golem, not a boy. And then a bunch of people are going to be Steve. Dinoman 705 is going to be Link from The Legend of Zelda. And then a few people are going to be me, which I'd love to see again. So tweet me your pictures if you end up putting on a costume of me for Halloween. Captain Spencer says, I'm not going trick-or-treating. That's for little kids. Totally not like I bought an Albert Einstein costume and got red highlighter over my old glasses and give him a pink reflection. That'd be absurd. And if you didn't know, he is correctly and accurately describing my Pop Tropican. AJ Sweet says, for Halloween, I will be Death on vacation with a purple robe, a scythe, a straw hat, a Hawaiian lei, and a mask, which is pretty cool. A couple of people said Napoleon Dynamite, and that really surprised me because, for you guys, that's kind of an older movie, as in a long time ago, not like you wouldn't find it funny, but it was surprising that two separate people said that, and I love that movie. Plasma Admin Aiden said, I was thinking of being the Charlie Brown ghost, get a sheet, cut a bunch of holes in it, and throw it over my head. That's my dad's Halloween costume every single year. Spencer Borg said they're going to be a serial killer with a box of Unlucky Charms strapped to their chest with a knife in it. And actually, that funny, you should mention that that's what my mom was last year. A couple of people said they are going to be Stampy for Halloween, again with the homemade stuff, I would think, which is awesome. The next couple of people said that they're going to be Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, and everything, and they're all noodlers, so maybe they're talking about each other. Kevin the Minion says, this Halloween, I'm going to be TNT. 11. What? 11? Wait, should I be Banana? TNT or Banana? And then Dave the Minion says, Kevin, does Think know you're using the Labs main computer to comment on YouTube? Awesome. Well, I will be Kopi's dad on Halloween, but she will be wearing a costume. And she's going to be a spider because the Kevin costume didn't fit. We bought her a Minion costume because she wanted to be Kevin for Halloween. And they had only XL and they didn't have XXL everywhere I looked. And I thought, oh, maybe they just don't make it in XL, or maybe they don't make it in double XL. But apparently they do, or I don't know. She's not fat, but it was really, really tight. It did not fit. And she wouldn't even like take one step. So the spider is cooler. Well, it's not cooler, but it fits. Anyway, guys, for next week's question for you guys to answer, I want you to tell me what was your favorite piece of candy that you got trick-or-treating and why. Well, actually, it doesn't have to be your favorite piece of candy. Let me take that back. What was the best thing you got trick-or-treating and why? Because, you know, sometimes people give out popcorn balls or caramel apples and all kinds of different money, all kinds of different things. And so tell me what the best thing you got on Halloween while trick-or-treating and why. Now, before we get to the questions, I want to remind you to leave your question for me in the comments below so I can have something to answer next week. Remember, only one question per comment, but you can leave as many comments as you like. Also, if the comments on this Ask Think are closed, go to the most recent Ask Think and ask your question there. And the first one comes from MC Bunnies Are Cute and it says, "This shows you're a true YouTuber and you love your job, that you still use your broken computer. This is why we love you." Well, thank you. And my computer's not back yet. I took it in on Thursday evening and came back yesterday and knew that I was going to need to do this. So I stole my wife's laptop. So that's what I'm using right now, which is okay for today. I think I haven't tried PE yet, but okay for today, I think. But starting tomorrow, I need either my computer back or another computer. I've got her laptop stacked on some books and stuff. But anyway, yes, I am getting my videos done. And don't worry, things will go on as usual, no matter what I have to do to get it done. Edwin Bozo says, "Think, are you sure Ebola is under control in the US because a doctor was diagnosed in New York City?" And I saw a bunch of comments that says, "New York is positive for Ebola," which, guys, New York, like the city itself, doesn't have Ebola. It's just this one guy, and he didn't get it in New York. He actually got it in West Africa because he was treating Ebola patients. We're good. We're okay. Don't worry. He was a doctor, so he knew. I mean, he may have gone around and scared some people by going out socially, but he wasn't showing symptoms, so he wasn't contagious. He didn't know he had it yet. Once he realized he was starting to feel sick and had a temperature, he locked himself in his apartment and did the right thing. And, you know, he's under quarantine and all that stuff. And I don't think anyone else in New York is going to catch it from him. So there's really nothing to worry about, guys. Don't worry about me. I'm A-okay. 1999 Blue says, "I noticed you've added transitions to people's comments," and Widgie6 correctly corrects him with a new transition. And that's actually an unintended side effect of my computer and installing it on a separate drive and it being on my wife's laptop. The default transition, I used to use that fade to black. And when I installed the program, it used that other transition that you guys saw. But a ton of people commented on it and liked it. So I guess I could leave it for you guys. Rachel says, "Think, did you know Pop Tropicon Part 2 came out?" Yes, I did. It came out on Thursday. One of the developers tweeted me and said, "Oh, it's coming out. Keep an eye out, but it might be late." But by the time they put it out, which was, I would guess it was around 6:30, and I was expecting it at 3, I had to take my computer in to be fixed. So I didn't have a chance to do it, and I was away in California for the weekend. So I didn't get to do it until today, but obviously you know by now that the walkthrough is already out on my channel, and Road to Captain Thinknoodles will, maybe be out today, but I mean, I've already uploaded it, but we've already got a few videos in the pipeline for today. We'll see. The next couple of people ask if I have any tips for people starting a YouTube gaming channel. And I actually do. I always have these tips, but I'm actually producing a series. It's a 3-video commission from a production company that works with Disney, or Disney XD, for the gaming show in my parents' garage series. I think it's a web series. I don't know if it's actually on Disney Channel or Disney XD, but you guys should be seeing it. I've already completed the first tip and it's final cut and everything is good. So I got 2 more. So keep an eye out for those. And there's some pretty good tips in those. MC Bunnies Are Cute says, think I dropped my phone on my face. Has this ever happened to you? Yes, it has. Thankfully, I use 2 hands when I hold an iPad over my head. So that hasn't happened with an iPad because that would really hurt. Pixel Pillager says, hey, Think, which do you prefer, DC or Marvel? Also, can you play Terraria? I would have to say it's tough because I'm really into the new TV series Gotham, which is obviously Batman, which is DC. And I mean, it's tough because I like those, but when I was collecting comics, I hardly had any DC comics. It was almost all Marvel. Maurice Moultrie says, hey, Think, do you get mad when people say your real name? No, of course not. Why would I? No, it doesn't matter. You can call me Justin, you can call me Think, whatever you want. The next person asks, what do you do if you see bullying on your channel? Well, usually I report the comment that is mean, and if there are a bunch of them, and it does happen very, very rarely that someone will just go on a rampage and just start yelling bad words at everyone, I actually ban the people from my channel so that you guys don't see that. Epic Dude 24689 says, hey, Think, remember when you looked out a window in elementary school and your teacher said, call me when you get a job looking out the window? They didn't really think about pilots, did they? Well, no, obviously not, but also that sounds really mean. That's like so sarcastic and passive aggressive. Like I can't imagine, me looking out the window and it said, Justin, pay attention. And you're like, what? And they're like, call me when you get a job looking out the window. Like, that is so rude. Kyle Tavaletti says, why can you sometimes not reply to comments? That happens a lot, actually. I don't know if it's the way that it's done by default. I actually don't think that it is. But you can set it so in your Google Plus settings or in your YouTube settings, you can set it so that people can't reply to your comments. And all they can do is thumb up or thumb down them. So for some of you guys who make a comment, sometimes I do want to reply to your comments, but I can't because it doesn't let me. So if you ever are looking for me to reply to your comments, make sure that you enable the allowing other people to reply to your comments. Ninja47100 says, hey, Think, do you delete your videos after you upload them or store them on your computer or a memory device? So what I do is I don't keep the project files. Once the video is done and published on YouTube, what I do is I take the version that I uploaded to YouTube, the MOV file, and I have a uploaded videos backup folder that I call, and it's all, it's got As Think, it's got even the Hexit videos, Thinks Lab, all of those in order in each subdirectory, and then I put the video in there. So yeah, I keep them all. Frank Dudley says, do you ever get tired of saying your intro or outro? I know you say it a lot, or is it just like wired in for you to say it? Well, honestly, it doesn't feel like I've started the video unless I say it. I have, it's just sort of, fires me up, it gets me going, and the video doesn't really feel like it's over unless I say Noodle on at the end. The Girl Who Games says, I really want to go scuba diving. Is it fun? I mean, I need to tough it out eventually because I want to be a marine biologist when I grow up, but I'm just scared my air will get cut off and I'll go bye-bye. It is fun, and it's a lot safer than you might think. It's not really scary in any way. People are like, oh, how deep do you go? How deep did you go on the last time? Oh, I don't know, 95 feet. Like, oh, you went 95 feet in the water. Oh my goodness. Because like, if you think about a 95-foot deep swimming pool, that's a pretty deep swimming pool, right? It does sound intimidating, but when you're down there, you look up, you can still see the surface. It's not like that. It really isn't as deep as it sounds. Well, I mean, it is as deep as it sounds, but it's not really as scary as you might think. And you don't have to worry about your air being cut off. You're always diving with other people. So if your air runs out, but you have gauges and things like that, so that doesn't happen. You do have friends that can give you they have an extra regulator that they can put in your mouth and you'll be fine. Don't worry. Curious Confused says, hey, Think, does your wife ever get annoyed at you asking her to say recorded messages from some of your Things Labs? Well, I don't do it very often, so she puts up with it. Wonderbolt Girl says, are you ever thinking about doing Minecraft toy reviews? Well, I mean, not necessarily toy reviews, because I wouldn't know how to review a toy. But I would and have considered when the new Minecraft Lego stuff comes out, like putting them together, kind of. That might be fun. Ninja47100 says, according to you, approximately how long should it take to reach 100 subscribers? Approximately 37 days, 3 hours, and 24 minutes. No, it really depends. I mean, it depends on the connections that you have, because let's say that, you start a channel, right? You have a friend that has 10,000 subscribers. All you have to do is start your channel, upload one video, be with that 10,000 subscriber person. You'll be at 100 subscribers in under a week. So, it really depends. But if you're starting on your own, I think for me to hit 100 subscribers, it took like 2 months. So, it just depends. John Tuazon says, have you ever heard a kid say, what's Minecraft? No, never. But you know how many adults I've heard say that when they ask what I do? They're like, what do you do? Oh, I play video games and upload the commentary to YouTube. Really? What game? Minecraft. What's Minecraft? And then I have to explain it. Like, oh, I know that game. It's the one with the bad graphics. And I'm like, yeah, that one. Brooke Tucker, Owl Lover, says, hey, think when you go out to eat with your wife, do you guys ever fight about who's going to pay? No, since we're married, we have joint bank accounts and share the same credit card bills and all that stuff. So, yep, there's no real fight. Now, that said, when we go out with other people, we do fight back and forth as to which couple ends up paying. Alexa Hops says, do you brush Kobe's teeth? I have before. She has this, we actually got this, she doesn't really need it. She has really great teeth. And they always say so at the vet. But one time we were like, should we brush her teeth? She's getting older. I'm like, yeah, you can. And they got it. She's got this dog. It's chicken flavored toothpaste. And I can't imagine how it tastes. And she does like to lick it, but she hates it when I put the toothbrush in her mouth. Oh. The next person asks, has Kobe ever been on TV? Yes, she has a few times. The one that comes to mind is there was one at Christmas time. And a hotel had this thing they called Santa Paws, where they had Santa Claus come there, and you could it was for dogs to take their picture with Santa. And she was there, and they had TV cameras, and they did a little little segment, maybe like a short 30-second segment. And Kobe was in it a lot. Lauren Edwards asks, what's your favorite thing to do with Kobe? I love taking her swimming, whether it be in a pool, a creek, a lake. Love the beach. Love swimming with Kobe. Sir Garfunkel III says, have you ever forgotten to feed Kobe or something like that? No, never forgotten to feed her. I've forgotten that I have fed her, because Kobe will not let you get past dinner time without feeding her. I'm sure you guys have seen some of my videos and heard her in the background. When it comes to be dinner time, she starts to growl and bark at me. But there have been a few times where I've come home from a really long walk with her, and, maybe it'll be like 4:30, and I'm like, you know what? She's probably really hungry. Let's just give her dinner now. Then come 6 o'clock, she'll come back and ask for dinner again, even though she knows she got it. And sometimes I forget, and then I feed her again. And then, 10 minutes later, I'm like, wait, I fed you twice. You tricked me. Yeah, she's good at that. Gymnastics Girl Ray says, so speaking of Halloween, what's the last candy you bought at the store? Well, over the weekend, I bought Twizzlers at CVS, and then we went to the Ghirardelli Square in San Francisco, and we bought a ton of like chocolate covered stuff for the plane ride, like chocolate covered cashews and raisins and cherries and pretzels. And what else was in there? Man, I want to go get some right now. We have some more left over. Anyway, the next person says, do you pick a minion name randomly in Things Lab? Yes, I do. I pick a random comment that has, the minion's name, whether it's a boy or a girl, and, a comment about the video or what their favorite part was or a future video. And if the random comment that I chose has all of those things, that's the one I pick. If not, or if it's a name that's been used, I just choose another random one. Sabine L asks, do you wear glasses? And if yes, how bad is your eyesight? No, I don't. I do have kind of relatively poor vision, not relatively poor vision. Compared to my left eye, my right eye is a little bit worse vision. And I do wear computer glasses, though, when I know it's going to be a long day at the computer. And what they are, they're just these yellow lenses. They're plastic. I'm holding them up in front of a microphone. You see them? Yeah, they look like this. They're called Gunner's Optics, and they're computer glasses, and they just soften the light from the LCD because it's harsh on your eyes. Scott Henderson says, think I just got all the handbooks for Minecraft, and they help a whole lot. When you first started playing Minecraft, did you ever use them? No, I've seen them. I saw someone carrying one. It looked pretty cool. But I just use the online stuff because the wikis are updated more often, and looked at Reddit, all the stuff on there, and watched YouTube videos. The next person asks, who came up with the idea for ThinkSlab and the Minions? I did, obviously. Aiden Kenny asks, hey, Justin, what happened with your nether portal in the video? I think you're talking about the survival background in the Noodle planet, and I don't really know. I've always tried to figure that out. It works. It's not like it's ever been broken, but for some reason that was a big, huge portal. And for some reason, like little tiles have been disappearing. And I guess I should just break a piece of obsidian or pour some water. No, it's in the nether. I can't pour water, but break a piece of obsidian and then replace it and then relight the portal. Ethan Dawson asks, how do you get maps on Pocket Edition? There are apps that let you do that. Now, if you're on iOS, I don't know that they have those apps, but if you're on an Android device, like, I don't know, Kindle Fire or any of the Android tablets or anything like that, I forgot what they're called. Anyway, Tabs, I think, Galaxy Tab. Anyway, and Nexus is one too. You can get apps that have the maps in them, and then you just open the app and you click on the map and say add to Minecraft, and then it will add it, and then you go into Minecraft and it's there. Mike Purcell says, think, why don't you make a mine cultivator from the branch mine instead of all those ladders? Well, I don't go into the branch mine very often, so I just didn't really want to put the effort into putting one there. Guadalupe Rendon says, think, why does Kevin always call you old? Well, as you guys may know, the minions they're kind of like kids. I mean, their age, they're younger than, well, I think of them as kind of like you guys, almost like my subscribers, right? So they're a lot younger than me. So in comparison, I'm old. Shadow Dragon says, since your Minecraft survival series isn't really about survival anymore, have you ever thought about changing the name of the series? Well, here's the thing. Minecraft survival is a game mode. You can actually type it /game mode survival or /game mode creative, or S and C. But that's more of what it's about. It's the fact that I'm not using creative mode. I am using survival mode to build everything. Abigail Gombo says, can you play Minecraft PS3? It is really fun. I love it, but sadly, no beacons. But can you please play? Well, so let me ask you. I mean, I don't know anything about the PS3 version. So if there are no beacons, are there wither skeletons and withers? Because if so, I would assume not, but I'm just saying, if so, when you kill a wither and you get a nether star, what are you supposed to do with it? Aaliyah Munier asks, is there a certain amount of minions in ThinkSlab you want to have? Yeah, I think the last episode, I just don't want any more than that. I think I'm just going to cut it. Just kidding, guys. No, I'm just kidding. No, there's not a certain number that I want to have. I want to make a new one every single episode. So speaking of minions, some people ask, what's the minions mod and how do I talk to them and how do I make them not kill themselves? First of all, it's not a mod. It's just a resource pack. And the way I talk to them, it's all in editing. They don't actually respond to me at all. And I keep them from killing themselves because when I summon them with the names, I summon them with the invulnerable tag so that they can't die. Jordan Thompson says, with your big man trap, why do you burn the items? I'm confused. Well, I don't burn all of the items. If you watched the episode before the one you're referring to, maybe, you might see that I put a hopper sorting system into it so that it captures the gold nuggets and the gold ingots. And with a zombie pigman, the only other two things that they drop are their gold sword and their body parts, or as you might know, rotten flesh, And I don't really have a need for golden swords or rotten flesh, so those get burned. Cool Dude 233 says, how did you get Kevin to go crazy or walk very slowly in the Think Slab Candy mod? Well, I used the custom NPCs mod to control him, and there are some settings in there that you can change his walk speed and also change his route and things like that. You can set up a path for him to follow, and that's what I did. Brooke Tucker Owl Lover says, were the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in today's Think Slab retextured big men? No, they were actually part of the Toontown mod. So yeah, that was however that they made them. That's how they're made. The next person asks, why don't you do modded survival? I kind of do. It's just called Crazy Craft, which is technically heavily modded survival. It's just not called modded survival. Penguin Lover 64 says, I might be a giraffe because I'm really tall for my age. And you actually kind of look like a penguin. That is weird. I don't know if you're a giraffe. Eric F says, say, hey, it's your friend Thinknoodles, but do it like Yoda talks. Okay. So I think you want me to actually do the intro in my voice, but with like a Yoda, I guess, phrasing or Yoda grammar. There we go. Not Yoda impression, but Yoda grammar. So, hey everyone, your friend Thinknoodles it is. Isn't that how it would go? Hey everyone, it's your friend. That's it. All right, guys, that's it for this Ask Think. Don't forget to leave your questions in the comment below so I can have something to answer next week. I'll see you guys again soon. Thanks for watching and noodle on. Of course. No, that doesn't work. And of course, noodle on.